unmuted, muted, unmuted.
All right, thank you everyone for your patience. We are now joined by forward Cade Cowell. Let's go ahead and jump right into questions, starting with Tom Boger.
Hey kid, thanks for taking the time. It's been a bit of a whirlwind couple of weeks for you. I guess what has it been like for you to start this season in such good form and getting all the minutes you've been getting?
It's been really good so far. I'm really happy with what's going on right now, and the first game was a little slow, but the second game we all did really well, and it's good to get that I'm getting some minutes. I got my first 2 starts because worked really hard and a lot of time this off season, so it was good.
Thank you, Cade. Next question from Fabian Renkel.
Hey Cade, thank you for taking the time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
When you got the starting position, how did you feel? Did you get a whole bunch of weight lifted off your shoulders? How did you feel in that moment?
It was just a really good chance that it gave me a lot of confidence because Matthias obviously believes in me a lot to start me. So it gave me a lot of confidence to go out there and make mistakes and get them back and everything. So it was cool.
Thank you, Cade. Next question from Alex Morgan.
Hi, Cade. Thanks for joining us today. It's good to see you. I'm curious, there's been a lot of buzz on social media about, the goal you scored, the assist you had. I'm curious how you handle that, how you try to stay grounded, I guess, how much you look at what's said on social media, about your performances and about, the potential that you have moving forward in your career.
Honestly, the biggest thing is we got the win, and it's the second game of the season yet, so really I have to do that a lot more to keep myself going and keep progressing as a player. So hopefully I can get many more assists each game, many more goals to bring to the team, and that's really it. That's how I look at it.
Thank you. Next question from Jamin Moore.
Hey, Cade, thanks again for taking the time. You had mentioned before that you had spent a good bit of the offseason, working on your finishing. It was something that was kind of lacking at the end of some of your big opportunities last season. Obviously, playing the number 9, that becomes a really important thing. And you work with Chris Wondolowski, who's obviously the most distinguished striker in the history of MLS. How did you use this offseason to prepare for that? And what types of things are you picking up from Wando that you can add to your game and be able to combine your speed with some of the technique? Thanks.
Yeah, it's a good question. I really just worked on a lot of one-touch finishing because that's what Wando works on a lot that I see, and he was telling me that a lot of times it's just really just making connection with the ball. You don't have to swing, so you just get a touch on the ball. That's all you really need sometimes, and also making double movements and behind. It's really good for me, I feel like, if I check to the ball, make a run in his face because of how fast I am. So that's another thing I need to work on, is movement on and off the ball.
Thank you. Next question from Carlos Eustace.
Hey, Cade. How does the week changes a little bit with knowing that you had a performance that was looked at even by MLS to give you and put you on the team of the week? Because you're always fighting for that spot, and in this case, you were able to have 2 starts already. You're on the team of the week, and how does that change how you work this week facing the next game?
It makes me go out stronger. It makes me want to stay out training more and more because it felt good to be a team of the week. So I kind of want that to be not just this one week. I want it to be a lot more weeks, and my goal is to try and get there and be the best player every single week I play. So I'm just hoping to keep getting minutes, and whenever Matthias needs me again, I'll stay ready and hopefully keep getting more assists and goals for my team.
Thank you, Cade. We have 3 more questions, starting with John Rojas.
Thanks, Jake. Cade, how's your Spanish?
Not too good.
Not too good? All right, let's do it in English then. How do you feel? How do you manage? How do you see people already talking about you in terms of national team possibilities. If you would choose Mexico, you would choose U.S. men's national team. How do you take that, and how do you feel about that conversation with your family and stuff?
Honestly, really, it's whoever wants me more and whoever I fit into their system the best. I've never really got a chance with Mexico, but U.S. has been great for me so far, and they've given me a lot of opportunities. I got called in with the U23s, and it was with the men's team too, it was all combined. So I had an awesome time there. So really just keep all my options open right now.
Thank you, Cade. Next question from Felipe Cardenas.
Thank you. Hey, Cade. Felipe Cardenas with The Athletic. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing okay, thank you. So Matthias spoke a lot about you just before you came on, particularly just about what it takes for a player your age and of your skill set to move up and get to the next level. He talked a lot about it's not just about scoring goals or any physical attributes. You really need to know technique and the small details of the game, everything from just using your left foot more and keeping that, not having a weak foot. Can you talk a little bit about how he has mentored you in that aspect from the football side and both psychologically as well, how he gets in your head and just kind of motivates you personally?
Yeah, honestly, Matthias has been the best thing for me. He's a person where I go out and have a game where I score a goal and assist last game, and he gives me the confidence, and yeah, you congratulate him, but the very next day he's watching video with me and telling me that I need to press better in this way and just fixing the little things that will make me even go higher levels and all that. So he's really awesome. He lets me make a million mistakes because, heaven forbid, I make tons of mistakes in the game, and he gives me the freedom to be the young player I am and like just have lots of freedom to take players one-on-one every time I get the ball. So he's awesome, and he gives me so much confidence to go out and play every day.
Thank you, Cade. One last question from Carlos Ramirez.
Hi, Cade. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Sports Bay Area and Telemundo. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Please bear with me. It's going to be two quick ones. First of all, who's your comp? What player do you see around the world and say, that's the guy I want to become, or sort of the guy I want to become?
I would say I play most like Mbappe, but I want to become more like Neymar in a way with how Neymar is just so skillful on the ball, and he can do a million things and get by his defender in a million ways. So if I can combine Neymar and Mbappe together, that's who I would want to be.
That's a pretty good comp. And last one, I'm going around every major team in the Bay Area, since everyone seems to have an opinion about what the 49ers should do tomorrow with the draft with the number 3rd overall pick. I asked the Giants, I spoke today with Steve Kerr and Warriors players. It's the Quakes' turn now. I don't know if you're a Niner fan or not. If you follow, if you don't, it doesn't matter. Do you have any idea what's going to happen tomorrow? And if you could make the pick, who would you pick as the new quarterback for the Niners?
Justin Fields.
Why?
To me, Trevor Lawrence was unbelievable. He is unbelievable, and the way Justin Fields beat him in that game and took his team to the finals, that was unbelievable. I think the Niners could use him a lot.
Thank you. That was great. Thanks.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much, Cade, and good luck on Saturday.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Muted.